Look at this painting of the Samudra Manthan. In Hindu mythology, gods and demons allied to churn the cosmic ocean, enduring immense struggle to extract the nectar of immortality. The demons actually seized the nectar first. They held the ultimate prize in their hands, yet they failed to drink it because of a fatal lapse in focus. This failure was caused by the Mohini effect. Lord Vishnu manifested as Mohini, an illusion of absolute beauty that completely consumed the demons' attention. They handed over the nectar voluntarily, forgetting their ultimate goal, because they prioritized immediate gratification. Think of your exam preparation as this cosmic churning. The top rank is your nectar. Every time you lose an hour scrolling through algorithmic short video loops or daydreaming about a romantic attachment, you are repeating the demon's mistake, handing your nectar over to a modern distraction. We are going to build a system to stop this. By the end of this video, you will have written down a 4-step Mohini defense protocol, a series in actions designed to begin disrupting these distractions and reclaiming your study time. If you cannot protect your attention, the subject knowledge you've spent months building remains trapped behind a wall of distraction. Without focus, your knowledge becomes useless when you actually need to apply it. Step 1 is a physical requirement. Take out a notebook right now, write the header Mohini Defense Protocol, and prepare to isolate your specific vulnerabilities. We need to move these from your subconscious onto the page. Your triggers generally fall into 3 categories: romantic fixations, toxic emotional attachments that drain your energy, or specific digital applications engineered to capture your attention. Under your header, list the top 3 specific people or apps that are currently stealing your study time. Write the actual name of the person or the platform. Now, draw a hard line through those names. Cross them out. As soon as you put the pen down, pick up your devices and activate your software blockers for those specific apps. Physically labeling these distractions as obstacles helps you stop treating them as passive background noise. By crossing them out, you begin the process of recognizing them as active barriers to your academic progress. Step 2 addresses the Bhasmasur syndrome. In mythology, the demon Bhasmasur acquired immense power, but destroyed himself because he lacked strategy and restraint. In preparation, this happens when you hoard textbook facts, but refuse to practice how to apply them strategically. This shows up most often in how students handle mock tests. A low score usually triggers an emotional reaction, either panic that leads to quitting or denial that prevents any real change in study habits. This matrix shows the difference. The left column is the emotional reaction, the right is the Mohini protocol. You treat a low score as data, identifying specific concepts to drill. For a massive syllabus, instead of surrendering, divide it into daily microtasks. Test data is only useful if it isn't filtered through your ego. True intellectual advantage comes from treating every mistake as a simple structural flaw that can be repaired with focused practice. Step 3 is detached execution. When Lord Vishnu distributed the nectar, he did it systematically, without emotional interference. He performed the task with absolute, objective focus. Constant anxiety over your final exam results triggers a sustained cortisol spike in your body. This hormonal response has been shown to degrade memory retention and slow down cognitive processing during study sessions. In your notebook, write down your new operational rule. I will disregard the final outcome and focus exclusively on today's microprocess. This visual represents the transition you need. Instead of a mind tangled in future worries, you need to snap your brain into a singular, straight beam of focus every time you sit down to work. When panic hits you, take this physical action. Halt your thought, breathe, then aggressively narrow your focus strictly to the next single page of your textbook. You will face boredom. The churning of the ocean was repetitive and exhausting. Recognize that this friction is a necessary, mechanical step toward the result you want. Academic discipline is the ability to execute your required daily tasks while remaining emotionally neutral toward the ultimate stakes of the exam. Step 4 locks this framework into place. Mohini's influence was maintained through a calculated, rhythmic dance. Your defense requires that same level of predictable rhythm in your daily study schedule. Temporary motivation is fragile. a daily ritual is reliable because it relies on built-in habits rather than how you feel when you wake up. Draw a daily timeline. Establish 3 non-negotiable, intensely focused study blocks. These are fixed and cannot be shortened. Within these blocks, maintain strict physical boundaries. Isolate your smartphone in another room. No notifications can enter this locked schedule. A locked schedule removes the burden of making daily decisions about when to work. By eliminating idle time, you remove the environment where distractions typically take root. Look at the 4 steps you have physically written down. Your Mohini defense protocol is now active. You now have a framework to label distractions, analyze failure as data, operate with detachment, and execute a locked daily ritual. The ultimate prize of your preparation belongs to the operator who refuses to be pulled away from their goal by temporary illusions. The real application starts now. Close this video and immediately pivot into your next study block with absolute focus. Solidify your commitment. Comment below with the specific distraction you are crossing off your list today, and subscribe for more psychological frameworks to aid your preparation.